Alright guys, well this is one way to start a video. Got my phone on me because my camera's at home because I was in, editing a video. And got Alex helping, and you can see we got a tow strap here. So car blew up, well, cooling system blew up. You can see part of my fan shroud over there on the curb, and we got a puddle of juice coming out from underneath, and without the light I can't really show you, but we're missing the fan clutch and everything, it took out everything. So I was driving home earlier. Yeah, there you go. You can see what's left of it. And then it destroyed the expansion tank line. It took out the expansion tank itself. There's fan shroud and coolant juice all over the engine bay. So basically what happened is I was driving down the, the freeway heading home from, just today, and heard a whistling noise. So I paused my music, and then I heard like a boom, and then I felt like I ran something over. It turns out that was my fan exploding, taking out the top half of my assembly, my shroud assembly, me running it over, and then I smelt coolant, and I saw in the sunset smoke behind me that I thought was dust, and then it turns out it was coolant because it was spraying everywhere. So and it stuck up in the hood, and it took and smacked the piss out of the hood. So there's a good dent up here now.
Oof.
Yeah, so a little bit of a pricey mistake. Thankfully, I was coming to Best Buy earlier to get a mic so I could do the voiceover on one of those last videos on the K-swap stuff. But yeah, this is the first time the BMW's genuinely left me stranded, and we're tow strapping it home. Thankfully, we're only like 4 miles away. But yeah, so I just priced it all out. It's about $600 worth of parts at this like $70 fan took out. Oh, and the radiator crapped the bed too. So that's why it's juices everywhere. The fan took out, punctured it in a few different spots. So yeah, $600 later. And I know this is just like, one of those E36 gremlins, and I was going to order this cooling fan anyway recently, and I totally spaced it, and now I'm reaping, the reward of that. So yeah, I'm kind of upset, but it is what it is, drift car life. Thankfully, we got the workflow right now to make up for it. So yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll catch up with you in another clip at another time when this is all going, probably in the car, which is going to have to be worked on at the new house though, because I'm not paying for a tow to get this thing down to the shop. So we'll see how that goes. But whole new cooling system from the Core Sport area is going to be in here. So yeah, we'll catch up with you guys in the next clip. All right, with that introduction out of the way, it's time to fix the BMW. It's been sitting for a couple of weeks now, and I'm getting really itched to drive it, if you know what I'm saying, because I really just want to go drifting. And there's a drift event coming up in about a month, and I'm trying to have the car ready for that. And like, thankfully it's nothing too crazy, but I'm just, I love the S2000, but driving the E36 just takes a little bit of stress, off of the S2000. So we're gonna try get this thing sorted out. So just as a reminder as to what happened, because the last clip I don't know if I explained it well enough. Basically, all that happened is the clutch vent on these cars is known to be a problem after a while, and the issue isn't so much the fan itself, it's just that people don't maintain it. And it's just plastic, as you can see, just like a lot of the stuff on this car, because way back when, there was EPA stuff and regulations that a lot of the car to be made out of plastic. So this thing decided to take a dump on me. I was literally going to be changing it out very shortly anyway, because that's the last piece of my cooling system that I hadn't changed. And yeah, it just blew up on me, took out the reservoir, the expansion tank, took out the fan shroud, took out the line right here, like I already showed you guys all that, and then it dug into the hood. It even dented the hood upwards a little bit. You can kind of see that little bump there. So I'm gonna just go through. I'm gonna swap this part out, these parts out, and I got a whole bunch of stuff from FCP Euro here in the shed. We're swapping this at the new house now because I wasn't able to tow it to the shop because it broke pretty close to the house, thankfully. So yeah, we just flat towed it down here, and I got everything transferred over to the parts shed now, but I still have to go through it. Still want to put my new bumper on. I'm itching to do that. I just want to make my own video on it because I was going to build a bash bar at the same time, but now I'm just like, I really want to put it on because I hate how my front bumper looks. So I might just do it today and then redo another video later with making the bash bar, but whatever, that's not for this video. So we got 3 big old boxes. Let's get them unboxed really quick. There we go, good enough. All right, well, suppose let's get cracking on installing this stuff, eh? All right, well, so first things first, got to get the rest of this stuff off. This is just like, look at this. This is pieces still broken off in here. So I had to bring some tools from the shop just because, you know, I don't have anything at home now other than a few basic wrenches, I think, in the laundry room. So I got to build my tool collection up at home here. But yeah. All right, so this comes off. These radiator clips are funky and they're just like that. These ones I just replaced, so those come off a lot easier for me than they might for somebody else. Good thing I grabbed a Phillips because I was looking at it and I was like, nah, I probably won't need it. But lo and behold, I need it. Now I am missing one of the screws here, but that's okay. I think I've got paper towels back here because everything is so covered in freaking coolant. Ah, I knew I had them somewhere. All right, so the radiator literally should just lift up. So I do have to, well, I don't know how much juice is still left in here, but I'm gonna have to drain it. Now it is mostly just water, so I'm not too worried about making a mess. Oh, that's like broken, so let's just get this stuff taken off really quick and just figure it out. Oh yeah. Yeah. She took that boy out. Oh God. Yeah, here's what's left of the fan shroud for there. Took out the one clip for it there, so I'm kind of mad about that. I have zip ties for now, but I do have more clips at the shop, so I'll change those out. But now that the fan is accessible, easier, it you know, let me check this hose really quick. This is the concerning one. So this one is pretty new. So it looks like we're okay. Doesn't look torn at all. It's a very soft hose, I'll tell you that much. This hose looks good. This hose is obviously good. So yeah, the fan. So we got our fan clutch wrenches right here. So these guys are a must for doing this job. So now that the radiator's out of the way, I don't have to worry about smacking nothing. So this just goes on there somewhere like that, and then just tight fit. Forget which one I used last time. Ugh, fucker. All right, yeah, so this guy spins on like that. Ah, boy, oh boy. Oh, got a radiator mount, I think, right here. Well, shoot, I didn't bring any Allen keys. Hopefully I have something here. Yeah, so the radiator just mounts in these perches here. I don't know what this is. I think this is supposed to be a mount for that guy. So we'll have to check that. Ah, yeah, rubber mount. All right, it's almost 3 o'clock. I'd say it's late enough in the day for a beer. They're just creeping in this white Dodge over there. All right, well, I'm not gonna set that in there. All right, so I found out I have the Allen key. Let's see if I can get this thing off. Okay, got lucky. Thankfully it doesn't take much freaking juice on these guys. I don't, oh wait, yeah, because I need the hardware on these guys. I was like, what am I doing here? The sun came out, it's getting warm now. Okay, I think I just figured this out. I just got spaced out for a sec. So there's 2 sides to this, one's smooth and one has ridges. I'm pretty sure it bolts with the ridges side touching the clutch. These chickens sound like they're just laughing at me. So, get this new clutch right here. There's no electrical connector on here, so like I genuinely don't understand what this does. Made in Germany. Oh. There we go. Okay, so it goes lefty tighty, righty loosey. Okay. Alright, so oh wait, you know what I am missing? I ordered the expansion tank line and I don't see it. So it's gotta be in one of these boxes. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Unfortunately, my stinking adjustable plier or adjustable wrench doesn't go big enough for that sensor, so we gotta use like a plumbing wrench or pipe wrench or whatever you want to call it. But in the meantime, get this hose. So this one goes across just like that. So we don't necessarily need to put that on right now. I just wanted to make sure I had it. Gross. Don't have any brake clean, otherwise I'd clean this off. This is the coolant level sensor. So if you don't have this thing plugged in, the car will yell at you and tell me, hey, buddy old pal of mine, where's the juice? What's funny is this new one has a plastic, oh wait, duh. I didn't change the sensor, that's a cap. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Not often, but sometimes. So I should replace this crush washer, but I do not have one with me. So we're going to hope and pray that this thing seals. I have them at the shop, but again, we're not at the shop now, are we? Pretty. It's too bad you can't see this anywhere else, because it's behind all this stuff. Ran into a little bit of a hiccup. So apparently my lower radiator mounts, you see those black plastic clips here, this perch, there's supposed to be rubber mounts that sit in there to hold the radiator, like right here and right here on, obviously on the new one. And I don't have them, so I don't know where they went, because I'm 85% sure I had them when I did those ones. So I'm kind of SOL. So yeah, this thing's unfortunately gonna have to sit until I get this sorted out. So I'm gonna go ahead, rest this in here and hook up the hoses so I don't get dirt or nothing in there. I'm gonna have to order those from FCP Euro right now, and then wait till those show up, and then I can finally, put this thing back together. But that's a big bummer. And if they were missing, that might have explained why the fan blew up, because maybe somehow it shifted and then it touched the fan blade and just, blew up. But guess we'll never know. Just gotta order new ones. Next day, back out here, went and got the little bushings that I needed. So shout out to the local dude Billy, you know who you are. Yeah, these are all I was missing. So these are what mount the radiator down there in the little perches. So I already got this mostly installed. I even put the shroud in. I got the new brass bleeder screw. So I'm gonna try and do as little to disturb everything as I can and slip these in really quick. And then that's pretty much it. I just gotta tighten down the hose clamps on the lower hose and the reservoir for the expansion valve, or expansion tank. And yeah, and fill it with coolant and burp it. Got this all put back together now. Thankfully it went pretty darn quick. So the fan is really annoying to put back on, with the shroud in place, but I got it. So we're good to fill it. I do have a no-spill funnel set up for this car, but it's at the shop just like everything else. So we're just gonna do it this way. I don't remember what I used last time. I think I used mostly distilled water, so I'm just using some of the European blue. It says it's good for, all BMWs. Since we only did the radiator, I'm only going to be doing 2 jugs. I think normally if you're doing a full flush, it's 3. And I do plan to fully flush this thing out probably before summer. But at least for now to get this thing driving, I'm just going to put this stuff in and we should be fine. But yeah, normally 3, us 2. To burp these things, it's kind of annoying. You have to use this bleeder screw, so I just filled it like you saw. It wasn't going down, so you crack the bleeder and it'll suck it in like you can see it did there. So we keep doing that until it takes what it's gonna take, and then we'll fire it up and we'll just, we'll put the cap on and then we'll close it, and then once it starts building some pressure, you just crack it, let it burp, close it, let it do its thing. You just kind of rinse and repeat. It's kind of tedious compared to the Hondas where you can kind of just let it idle for a while and fan cycle, but it's what you gotta do. See if we can get this thing bled out. So we're gonna just let this thing get up to temp, and then like I said, we just work that bleeder screw and see if it works. Alright, so just got the car to operating temp, let it idle for a few minutes. So now we just come over here and we just burp it out a little bit. Top it off as we need. So far it's holding temp pretty good, but last time I bled this, when I did all this a while ago, it was kind of playing games. You had to drive it a little bit and then the temp gauge would start creeping, then you had to pull over, do the thing and top it off. So let's spin around the block really quick and make sure we're good. Well, so far so good. Oh, nope, she's creeping. Okay, well, crappily enough, it appears that the line down here, this lower line that goes from back here up to the expansion tank, unfortunately did catch a tear. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can kind of see it peeing right there. So that sucks ass. I'm gonna limp it home around the corner really quick and park it again and go home and cry. It's always something, right? Thankfully, cheap hose, just annoying. Yeah, that's really bad luck. So unfortunately, car's not going to be driving in this episode. So we did our best, but yeah, it's still dribbling a little bit. So it looks like that lower hose just got a little baby pinhole in it, and there's really nothing I can do about it at the moment. I just have to try and see if it's warranted, because I bought the whole rain hose kit, and that's part of it. So I gotta look on FCP Euro's website to see if it's under lifetime warranty or how the warranty process works. I might just have to buy another one just for time's sake, because I'm trying to get this car ready for the next drift event in a couple of weeks, and I don't really have time to be waiting if their warranty process is to send it back, inspect it, approve it, send a new one back. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes stuff happens. Thankfully, it's not my daily, but I've just been wanting to fix it and drive it. But, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get this sorted in a couple of days here. But I'm going to just end the video off here. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you want to stick around, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of it. And, yeah, I don't know. Nothing else going on. So do what you love. Forget the rest. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.